my countrymen. This is Eli Velislao PAMATONG, President of the Republic of the Philippines. Once again, I have come before you to address important issues facing the country today. But today, I speak before you as the true Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines, the Philippine National Police, and all other military institutions in the Philippines. I repeat, I speak to you today as the full or the true Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. But before I proceed, permit me to look back at history, still a brief glance at history. During the elections of 2016, I ran for the presidency, but before my COC was processed, it was denied 3 days before the closing of the submission of the COC. However, Rodrigo Duterte, who did not submit valid COC or whose COC was not approved according to Duterte, his COC was not approved because his legal team blundered, and therefore the elections of 2016 was null and void because the person running for the presidency, according to him, was not qualified to run for president. On June 30, 2016, knowing that no president was elected in the Philippines, I exercised my obligation, my oath, before the Supreme Court, before this country, to assume the presidency of the Philippines based on my covenant with the Philippines to protect the Constitution, to protect the Republic if and when needed. And that I did. So therefore, legally, before the eyes of God, before the law, I have been the true legitimate president of the Republic of the Philippines. However, since China bribed the military, bribed everybody in the Philippines to follow Duterte, Duterte assumed powers as a usurper for the last 4 years or so. But since then, I never gave up my authority as the true president of the Philippines. For the last 4 years, I have been acting as president. I have issued more than 40 presidential decrees, including free education and free medicine, and high salaries for the military and the school teachers. So again, I have been assuming the position of a president for the last 3 years or more, or 4 years already. That is the background. Because under Section 70 of the Omnibus Election Code, Duterte is required to submit a COC, and that he failed to do. Under Section 12 of Section 3253 of the Commission on Elections Resolution, a person who files a COC and withdraws the COC cannot file another COC anymore. At the time, Duterte filed a COC for mayor in Davao City and withdrew that petition. So therefore, under Section 12 of Resolution 3253, he was not qualified under two major provisions of the law of the Philippines. That was the basis why I concluded the presidency was empty, and I stepped into the vacuum to ensure that the Republic of the Philippines will remain a republic in the eyes of God and before our people. But I have been ignored because according to Duterte, he bribed the military, and he warned the military that if they rise against him, the Chinese army was there all the time to protect him. He was depending on China all the time to support his usurped authority. Today, that is no longer true. aside from claiming that I am the true President of the Philippines, I now, today, fully assume my position as the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and as President of the Philippines. Earlier, I told you that if Duterte dies, I will automatically march to Malacanang and take over my office in Malacanang. But that is only if Duterte dies, because I want to avoid bloodshed. But I don't have to be in Malacanang. Today, here, in my camp, Camp MacArthur, I am the full-fledged Chief of Staff or Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Philippines and the Philippine National Police and all other military units throughout the Philippines. I am your Commander-in-Chief. I am therefore ordering Chief of Staff Santos to follow my orders, to repudiate their allegiance to a usurper named Duterte. I am ordering Archie Gamboa to follow my command. And I warn you, once I fully consolidate my powers and you disobey my command, you will be subjected to the harshest form of discipline. That I consider treason of the highest order, especially today when the country is facing the gravest crisis ever faced by this country since the birth of this republic. I am warning you. I am asking all the members of the military, the privates, the ordinary soldiers, the lieutenants, the majors, the captains, the colonels, report to my camp, your true Commander-in-Chief, and defend my position against a usurper, against China. Let us, once and for all, assert our dignity as a people. We have been abused by China. They have grabbed our islands with the permission of Duterte. They have entered this country in and out. They brought coronavirus into the Philippines with the permission of Duterte. They have brought so much drugs into the Philippines. They have waged chemical warfare against our people without our objection. They have conquered us by migration, by bringing in 3 million people without the permission of the people and illegally. We have to stop that. And I am asking the Armed Forces of the Philippines, I am asking the Philippine National Police to support me as your true president. What is the matter with you? You are supporting a self-confessed homosexual? Is that what you are trained for? To follow a homosexual who is a usurper of the Republic of the Philippines only because he claims that he gave you so much money? I repeat, I am ordering the Armed Forces of the Philippines as your true Commander-in-Chief to report to Camp MacArthur and follow my orders. I am also ordering the people of the armed forces in Davao City to arrest Rodrigo Duterte. Do not harm him. He should be kept alive to watch the damage he has done to the country. Do not harm his family. We will protect the rights. Let us not do what he's doing to our people, killing them without due process of law. We will give the Dutertes all the due process of law that they deserve. All the due process of law. If they must be hanged, then let us hang them, but they must go through due process of law. So do not harm the Dutertes. Arrest all of them, put them under house arrest, report to my office, and those of you who will not follow my orders, once I consolidate my powers, you will be subjected to the harshest form of discipline. Perhaps firing squad, that might be the least form of discipline you deserve. You know he is a homosexual. He confessed to you. You know he is not the true president. He confessed before the nation. But even if he knows, you know that he is not the true president, that the Constitution is a piece of shit to him, even if he does not believe in the Constitution, which is opposed or diametrically opposed to your belief, you still follow him. And the only possible reason is that you were bribed. Because a true soldier who believes in the Constitution will never follow a person who does not believe in the Constitution. So once again, I'm asking the Armed Forces of the Philippines I'm asking the police, I'm asking all soldiers to stop following Duterte. Dismantle all lockdowns in the Philippines. Those who are afflicted with COVID virus, please distance yourself from the rest of the community until we can relocate you to a very decent hospital, either in Palawan or other places where you can be secluded, segregated, protected, and cured, and brought back to society only when you are fully cured. But in the meantime, the rest of the Philippines will be set free. The people will be free as they were before. Why do we have to punish so many millions for the illness of so few people, which cannot exceed beyond 10,000? Why? What is this lunacy? What is this insanity? Why do we have to torture, to imprison millions and millions of Filipinos for the illness of a very few people? 1% of 1% of 99%. This is lunacy, consistent with what Duterte said. I am insane. He said that. And Dr. Dayan, an international psychiatrist, also said he is insane. Everybody thinks he's insane, including Duterte himself, including myself, is insane. And don't follow an insane person, because our future will be doomed if you follow an insane person. Follow me. I have all the credentials for leadership. Modesty aside, I have world-class leadership. And today, more than 8 countries, even 10 or 20 countries, are following my blueprint from one island quarantine for COVID-inflicted people. They are following me. Modesty aside, Australia, New Zealand, Chile, Indonesia, and Maldives, they are following my advice. Not because I am brilliant, but because they know I am right. And they are humble enough to recognize I am right. And they are doing what is good for their people. Here in the Philippines, only because the idea is coming from PAMATOng, they are not following it. They would like to confine the sick people in buildings where coronavirus could leak out, in warships where coronavirus could leak out. They do not want to follow me. But my experiment has been proven and tested and successful under the American regime in 1907, when all leprosy people in the Philippines were picked up, gathered in one island in Culion, and that stopped the pandemic of leprosy in the 1900s. My friends, let me go back. Today, I'm assuming command of the entire armed forces, the police, and you generals who cannot follow me, resign. I'm asking the colonels, the majors, the captains, the lieutenants, take over if you believe in me. And I have faith that you believe in me because I am right. My only authority for assuming the presidency and the command of the entire armed forces and the police is the fact that I am right. And that I know God is with me and behind me. My friends, I don't think I have more to say, except I want you to be loyal to the Constitution, be loyal to your country. So that when history shall become a living part of yesterday, when future generations shall look back at this moment, they will say with Mantasio, not all were asleep in the nights of our fathers. No todos dormían en las noches de nuestros abuelos. Muchas gracias. Thank you and good night.